Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Big Akar Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. Today's video should be short and sweet. It is a video called Who Am I by Bob Proctor. And we're going to see what he has to say. What he has to say right now, I hate to break it to you, I've already seen this, and I wanted to share this with you guys. What he has to say is something that I tell people all the time. People have this idea that we live in some type of simulation, that aliens built this place. So I'm going to let this go ahead and play out, and then we'll go ahead and explain it after. So let's jump right into it.
I found most people don't know who they are. They really don't.
I know my name, I know my age, I know where I live.
Yeah, that's not you, though. You know, if you ask the average person who they are, they'll give you their name. They'll say, I'm Bob Proctor, but I'm not. Bob and Proctor are two words. My parents give them to me. They're called names, but it's not me. It's my name. Then somebody will say, well, this is me, but this isn't me either. It's my body. Like, you never phone down here to the studio and say, body won't be in today, it's sick.
Okay.
You know, we don't say am hand or am leg. It's my hand, my leg, my body, my name. Who am I? See, I think we live simultaneously on three planes of understanding. We're spiritual creatures, we have an intellect, and we live in physical bodies. But because we lack awareness or understanding of who we are, we're totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the population are reacting to life. They're not really living at all.
Alright, awesome. If that ain't one of the truest things that I've heard in almost forever, a lot of people have this this notion that they live in some type of simulation because it feels like it, right? When you look at your hands, like he's saying, when you say my arm, my leg, my body, you're saying it's mine, which means you're claiming it to be separated from you. Like when I say my computer, my PlayStation, my YouTube channel, I'm talking about things that I own. So when we say my body, my arm, my leg, he's right. We're talking from the perspective as in these things are third-party things that we're using them. These are things that we own. Like this is my arm, this is my body, this is my brain. But there's something deeper than the actual physical body that I have that is within it. Like if you just sat there, right, and you look down at your hands, you ever think to yourself, man, like I'm inside this body. Like I feel trapped in my own skin, in my own flesh, in my own body. Like I feel trapped. Like when you look at yourself, you're like, wow, like I'm inside of this. It feels like a simulation. That's why people think that life is a simulation or made by some alien far into space and they programmed it and they're watching it all play out, blah, blah, blah. Like it's a video game. It's exactly like a video game. We have atoms and protons and neutrons and they come together and they create things and cells that come together, or clumps of cells that come together with intelligent information and each strand of DNA that comes together to build each individual unique human being, unique human mind, to create dogs, cats, trees, the sky, the clouds. Everything is different. And this all comes from a unique process. There's some type of coding process, some type of programming. It's clear to see that we're living within our bodies. It's clear to see that the world around us is intelligently designed, that it's programmed. How do people, this is my biggest question from this, how do people claim, hey, we live in a simulation? But then those same people go, God's not real. God doesn't exist. It's literally mind-blowing to me. The whole concept of God is we are in a simulation. We have a soul. Our soul is in our body, and we're living in a physical simulation, which is a test that our Creator had given to us. We do live in a simulation. Our spirit is in our body, and it's taking on a physical test, right? We're feeling things, we're doing things, we're interacting with things that our spirit wouldn't be able to do without our body. So I find it very, very interesting, Bob Proctor's perspective here, and I like the way that he put it and he laid it out, and how he said that we're made of three things. And I believe he said that is our spiritual self, our intellect, or our
Physical bodies. But because we lack awareness or understanding, totally locked into a physical world, and we let things outside of us control us. 95% of the
I
population
don't know what he said. Something about I know he said one of the things is we're spiritual beings. Like we feel like we're spiritual beings. We have intellect, which means we're able to think unlike any other species of anything. Any other animal does not think like us. We're able to intelligently think. Like you could teach me what 2 plus 2 equals and why 2 plus 2 equals 4. You'll never be able to teach that to an animal. Like they won't. You can teach them through reinforcement that 2 plus 2 equals 4, but they'll never understand why it actually equals 4. You can draw a border on the state of Florida and try to teach a dog as many times as you want. This is Florida. The dog has no clue what Florida is. Has no clue Florida is a state. Has no clue human beings do what they do with it. It has no intellect. It's all instinctive. You teach animals through instinct. Human beings, they don't learn through instinct. You can teach a human being through instinct 100 times and they'll use their free will and intellect to get out of it. Anyways, guys, just wanted to show you this. This is an awesome video. Awesome little perspective. Get your mind thinking. Get your mind rolling. Who am I? Not what am I? Who am I? Who am I deeper than my body? This is why people feel so depressed, so out of their body, so misplaced, so suicidal and anxious, is because they don't know who they are. They're trapped in this body and they're trying to figure out who's this body, but they don't realize that they're inside of it. They're stuck inside of it. They feel trapped, they feel imprisoned, and they just want to get out of it. So it ends in suicide, it ends in depression, it ends in things like this. And it is truly, truly sad. And they have figured this out through the American media systems. They push all of these things on people to confuse people, to keep people out of the loop, to keep people trapped, to keep people imprisoned in their own bodies. So they feel depressed, they feel suicidal, they don't want to live anymore. They just want to get out of this body, get out of the simulation, take me out of the simulation. And it truly is sad. Everyone turn to God, pray to God. He will help you, I promise you. Anyways, if you liked the video, leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe so you never miss another one. Peace and blessings.